In September 1313, the English held Linlithgow Peel, a vital military base for King Edward II. Its location was strategic, securing the English supply lines between Edinburgh and Stirling and ensuring their grip on the surrounding countryside. William Bunnock, a local farmer who supplied hay to the garrison, devised a plan to break that grip. He hid 8 armed Scots under a load of hay and drove his wagon directly under the castle's portcullis. When he cut the oxen's harness ropes, the cart blocked the gate from closing. Bunnock struck down the warder, shouted his signal, call all, and his men leapt from the hay to put the surprised garrison to the sword. For those who carry the name Binning, Binnie, or wear the MacBain tartan, this specific act of guerrilla warfare marks the beginning of their family's recorded history. King Robert the Bruce rewarded the victory by granting Bunnock the lands of Easter Binning. This transition from tenant farmer to landowner provided the initial platform for the family's expansion across the Lowlands. The family's geographic roots are found in the Barony of Binning in West Lothian. The area is visually defined by Binnie Craig, a natural basalt formation that rises 450 feet above the surrounding fields. The name itself is territorial, taken directly from this landmark. While later branches established a Binning in East Lothian, it was this West Lothian outcrop that gave the original inhabitants their identity. Beyond the landscape, the name carries a diverse linguistic history. Its roots likely trace back to the Old English Binningas tribe, though other paths suggest connections to Old Norse horse breeders, the German trade hub of Bingen, or even French monastic networks traveling through the post-Norman church. This varied heritage placed the early Binnings at a crossroads of cultures. As the 13th century progressed, the family began to appear in the written record not as farmers, but as literate administrators within the medieval church. Before they were soldiers for the Bruce, the Binnings were masters of administration. They built their early influence by securing a near monopoly on literacy and religious office. By the 1220s, Reginald de Binning was serving as a canon in holy orders. Shortly after, William de Binning rose through the Cistercian ranks to become the abbot of Cooper Angus, leveraging his position to secure royal favor and establish the family's prominence. From the church, they expanded into municipal governance. A merchant branch took hold in Aberdeen, where family members served as bailies, and they bravely fought at the bloody Battle of Harlaw in 1411 to defend the burgh against Highland forces. To consolidate these gains, the Binnings forged strategic matrimonial alliances with some of Scotland's most powerful legal families. Marriages to the Scots of Bavelaw and the Montgomerys of Broomlands embedded the clan deeply within the landowning circles of Mid-Lothian. These alliances eventually funneled vast amounts of land and influence into a single lineage, the Binning Munros. By the early 17th century, their political reach was formalized when Sir Thomas Hamilton was raised to the peerage as Lord Binning. By mastering the mechanics of the law, the church, and the capital's municipal government, the Binnings had evolved into a pervasive force across the Scottish Lowlands. But during the religious struggles of the 17th century, the legal and political systems the family had navigated for generations began to work against them. The Binnings of Delvenin were committed Covenanters. After the Covenanters were defeated at the Battle of Bothwell Bridge in 1679, John Binning was branded a traitor and sentenced to death in his absence. The family's downfall was accelerated by internal betrayal. John's stepbrother, Roderick Mackenzie, a prosecutor for the crown, used the legal chaos to seize the Delvenin estates for himself. While John lived in exile, his wife, Hannah Keir, was caught in a sweep of Edinburgh and thrown into the Tolbers prison. She contracted dysentery in the crowded cells and died in poverty shortly after her release. Despite later attempts to overturn the forfeiture in court, the family never recovered their lands. Their religious convictions had made them targets for a government asset seizure that permanently dismantled the Delvenin branch. While the religious branch of the family faced ruin, the civic branch in Edinburgh was becoming entangled in financial scandal. In 1693, Sir William Binning orchestrated a £15,000 deal to supply the Scottish government with 5,000 firelocks. It was a massive continental contract, but it soon fell into a severe deficit. To cover the shortfall, Sir William attempted to pay a 250 guinea bribe to the Earls of Linlithgow and Breadalbane. The conspiracy was exposed, resulting in a public trial, a heady fine, and Sir William's brief imprisonment. The family's physical legacy fared no better. Wallingford House, their grand seat in Mid Lothian, was gutted by fire in 1884 and eventually demolished, while legal barriers kept the remaining branches from ever reclaiming their lost Ayrshire estates. Today, the clan's heraldry reflects two different histories, a silver star representing their faith, and a hay wagon commemorating a violent ambush. Together, they represent the complex methods of survival used by a family that once sat at the heart of Lowland Cower.